Polytechnic University of Marche is currently open and the application fee is just €10, which I found fair enough compared to other Italian university in this 2026-2027 application season. They've got several master's program in English, but for bachelor's program in English, they have just two programs, which are digital economics and business, as well as environmental science and civil protection. The deadline for the first call is actually January 30, but you don't have to panic because second calls opens March 1st and close 30th of April. So if you don't meet up with this the deadline for the first call, you can always prepare your application for the second call. And I know you are going to ask me, yes, they have several scholarship program that you can actually look to on the website. And in today's video, I'll be showing you step-by-step guide on how you can actually apply to university. Make sure you save this video. Even if you don't meet up with this first call, you can always come back to the video when the second call opened by March 1st. And like I used to do here, I'll be attaching the link to the website right in the description box. Just in case I forgot to do that, you can ask me in the comment section, but I'll always attach the link to the description box. And before I proceed, I am not a visa or immigration agent. Everything I shared across all my social media pages is based on my personal experience and experience of others. If it is your first time here, don't forget to click that subscribe button because you are going to love it here. So let's get into the business of the day. So welcome to the official portal of Polytechnic University of Marche online pre-selection. Here you click on what register when you get here, and you go ahead to input the following details, and just go ahead to input the following details. Then for the first name, like I used to say in all my video, your first name contains your first name and your middle name. If you have middle name in your certificate and all that document, make sure that you input it immediately after first name. Can you see that there is no space for middle name? So then you input your last name and this, then you proceed. If you want to receive other information from them, you click yes, which you should. If you don't want, you click no. I'll be clicking no because this is just a tutorial video. I am not applying, but as an applicant, just click yes so that you don't miss out on important update, and click on register. Here is the welcome page of the university. Just take your time to scroll through and read. Can you see, but before starting, carefully check application deadlines and all necessary documents and requirements at this portal. Let's just click on to check all the necessary documents that we require. We click on this to actually do that. Let's just copy the link, open the link in new tab. Okay, so that we can always go back to the other link to. So I'll make sure that I can help you attach this particular link where you can use. If you want to start your application, this is the pre-evaluation website. You get the site that we just left now. Then these are the programs what's taught in English. For language requirement, this is what the language requirement, which I think we should take your time to read everything one by one. So let's click on this. So when you get here, just scroll down to read the necessary information. So this is the steps for the admission process. Can you see it follows pre-evaluation, pre-enrollment. Pre-evaluation is almost related to application process, which we are about to do now. It is also pre-evaluation, you get. So, and you can apply up to maximum of 2 different programs, restricted program. Just take your time to, I won't be reading all of this because I don't want the video to be too long. Then pre-evaluation application, which is very important, the guidelines for entry. So here you explore all the programs that they have and you choose the one that is of your interest at this particular portal. Make sure you read the guideline, you get like everything, verify your qualification, check if your foreign qualification is eligible for admission. So by country, this is very, very important. This is even the first thing that I used to check even before I make my videos. Entry requirement for each country, make sure you actually check it. Then I'll go back to that. Let's click on application fee. So for international students, you can submit a maximum of 2 applications for different programs. You will need to pay €10 application fee for each submitted program. So one application fee does not cover 2 applications. So which means that you can apply to just 2 programs you get with them, but for that 2 programs you have to pay €10 application fee. So if you're applying to 2 programs now, that means you're paying €20 because it's €10 per application. So if you scroll down here now, so these are the deadline Currently, this school has been open since 16 December and we close on 30th January 2026. But you don't have to panic, because if you can't meet up, yeah, the second call immediately opens March 1st and closes by April 30, and it's also open to international students with program of what free access. Then they also have third call also, so you don't have to panic. But I even expect that if you're already in your application phase, you can always submit application within, today is, let's say 15th. I'm filming this on 15th of January, so we still have like 2 weeks to the end of the deadline, which I feel you can still meet up, because you should have almost everything that you need at this phase. So if you are ready to proceed, you can click on apply. But there's something I want to show you. Yeah, let's go back to this country based requirement. You click here. So let's just open it in a new tab to make it easy. This is actually a document that you need to take your time. It is minimum entry requirements, yes, for non-Italian, that is international student. Another thing I would love you to understand about this minimum requirement is it's a minimum requirement that give you access to actually apply for admission. You get, not that maybe it automatically feel like okay you'll be admitted, but at least you stand a chance in applying. So make sure you go over this carefully. So let's scroll down and take Nigeria as example. Nigeria applicants, if you're applying, you can find almost all countries here. I'm just using Nigerian students as example. Yeah, we are almost there. We are almost. Okay, yeah, here we go, Nigeria. So if you're applying for, this is for bachelor's program, you only need your WAEC, with at least you have to pass like 5 subjects, and pass, the grades has to range between A1 to 6, which means that the minimum grades that you can have, you get is what, 6 in that WAEC if you're applying for bachelor's degree. Then with that you have to it has to include English and mathematics. Then you submit scratch card also. For senior school certificate issued by NECO, yeah, can you see that NECO is also accepted? It's also the same thing, A1 to 6 with inclusive of English and mathematics and your words token. Then addition, UTME, you can submit UTME, GCE also, GCE levels, they accept it for bachelor's. Then for master's degree, you have what to apply for a bachelor's degree with minimum of 4 years. Then if you have HND also, and with 2 to 3 year bachelor's degree, you can also apply. Then transcript of records of all years to be provided. So can you see that here there is no CGPA requirement stated here, and there is no class of degree, maybe second class, upper second class, lower. So this is actually a chance for almost all class of degree to shoot your shots. Maybe you have first class, second class, upper or lower, and third class, since there is no that particular requirement here. Yeah. Then we come back here. And you want to read the admission guidelines by clicking on this particular link to actually document for the admission guidelines. Please take your time to actually go over it, because all the information you actually need is here. So like from the deadlines to the programs to the requirements, you get, like, you have to take your time. Can you see? And here is how you know maybe if your program is in is actually free or restricted. I say that there is something like free and restricted in the admission timeline. So just take it, and you know if the language requirement also for the programs that you're applying for. So this is the one in Italian and partly English. So this is actually the one for what study programs in English, and here you know if your program is actually free access, the campus, the people that can actually apply, the language requirements, yeah. And you can even check, like, do they check specific country requirement, country by country? You get, like, just take your time. And for the one partly taught in English and Italian, just take your time to go over it. And this is the language requirement. So for English taught programs, you have to have B2 level is required for admission. To check dedicated page carefully to find out documentation or proof that is required for your particular course you get. So this is just like the general requirement, but you have to confirm in the specific one in your program. This is how you can actually apply, more like a tutorial. Actually, this is where I'm coming to. So please upload a scanned document of your qualification in color and double-sided. You get, so which means that front and back, you get. That's how they actually want it for for document that are more than 1 page, then with all relevant signature and stamp visible. So it is very, very important that your qualification should be in color. Then in case you have your qualification already legalized, you can upload it at this particular stage also. But if you don't have to, it's not an issue. But if you already have your legalized document, you can upload it at this particular stage also. So just take your time to read it. You get, like, these are the things you will be needing to upload: your professional experience, motivation letter, application fee. We will actually get there also. Then I think there is an interview, and this is the form of the what interview. So take your time to go over it. So when you are done with that, then you can proceed to click on what apply. Then we come back here and click on what start application. This portal is actually related to Sapienza University of Rome. If you've watched the video, it's almost related to Sapienza University of Rome. This is your details that you've already input during registration. Do you need visa? Yes, of course I need visa. If you are from Nigeria, you need visa. Then you click on what your nationality is, what Nigeria. Then you go ahead to do what upload this particular one. Then you input all these details. Go ahead to input all of this. I've made a lot of videos about it. Then after you are done with that, click on save and click on final submission to proceed. Click on OK. Click on this. Click on what start application. Click on this. So here you now click on what start. So this is the information that you require, that actually require you to actually fill before you submit the application. Its CV is optional. Can you see from what they said here? Well, I strongly advise you to upload it. Then you click on what next to proceed. Then go ahead to actually upload this. Confirm all your information. Can you see? Then go ahead to input this, all of this. Just go ahead to input it. Then select the Italian embassy in which you love to apply for what visa. For people in Nigeria, you can submit your visa embassy in Lagos. So this is Lagos, this is Abuja. So click the one that you'll be submitting your visa from. I will click on what Lagos. So then you click on what save before you proceed. Click on save. Then after that you click on what next for you to actually proceed next. So here you go ahead to input the program language is in English, the program type that you're applying for, be it master's or what bachelor's degree. Just click on any program, the one that you're applying for. I'll be going for marine biology. Then select the intake visa 2026. Remember to click on what save. After that, click on what next. So English level advanced C1, C2, good B2. So if you have the IELTS certificates, you can click C1, C2. But if you are using medium of instruction, click on good B2, medium of instruction or proficiency certificate. So type of certificate, then you scroll down here. Can you see medium of instruction? If you have medium of instruction, click on that. If you don't have if you have others, like maybe here, anyone here, you can click on it. But if you are using medium of instruction or proficiency certificate, click on this. Then you go ahead to upload the proof. For the additional language, you can click on any. If you don't speak French, German, Spanish, just click on English again. Here you get additional level, put it at B2. If you are using medium of instruction, go ahead again to upload what your medium of instruction. Go ahead and upload your medium of instruction again, because it's a compulsory field, so just leave it. Then additional language, if you don't have, again, make sure you click on save. After that, then you proceed to click on next. Now is the word education. So the most recent qualification, most recent is foreign title, year of completion. You click on the month and the what year that you finished the studies. Mine was 2019. Then you go ahead to your secondary school education. So here your higher school qualification, you can use it. Click on what WAEC. If you are using your NECO, click on what NECO. If you haven't completed your diploma, please enter the expected date of achievement you get there. So but if you have, just input the date of what achievement, the date that you actually collected your diploma, your high school results. Input the correct date. For example, I can't remember. I think I did mine in 2013. I can't remember. So then you go ahead to your high school diploma and your word transcript here. After uploading it, you proceed to educational system. In what country do you obtain the degree? You scroll down. For people applying from Nigeria, you should click Nigeria. But if you are not, you should scroll. You should click on the whatever country that issued the results, the diploma. Ours should be for Nigeria applicants. Number of school years here. The minimum has to be 12 years. You can click 13, you can click 12. So but most of the time it's 12. So for the final GPA, I have a video on how you can convert your WAEC to GPA scale. You should check it out. Input what you have. The maximum scale is 4.0, and what is the minimum? For the minimum vote, this should be an information you can find in your transcript. So for me, and how you can also get minimum vote is the list that the list pass mark is 66. So if you calculate, assume you have 66 all true, there was the least value you can get. If you don't understand that, you can ask me to make separate video about it. Here, go ahead to upload your original diploma, which is your WAEC or your NECO. Go ahead to upload it here. Proceed to higher education, which is your bachelor's degree. So here you input your qualification, higher education qualification name in English. If it's the same, input it again, be aquaculture and fisheries. Then the legal duration. What's the duration? Mine was 5 years. If your program was 4, pick 4, and if it was 3, pick 3. Country, go ahead to input the country that issues the certificates. Let's look for Nigeria. Then university or institution, go ahead to input your university. Mine is University of Ilorin. The educational system, go ahead to pick pick Nigeria, because that international baccalaureate is actually equivalent to a high school degree. So and we are inputting university degree here. So then have you completed this? Yes. If you still haven't, please enter your expected graduation date. If you haven't completed your degree, please enter your current GPA. So, and if you have completed your degree, go ahead and input your GPA. For example, maybe 3.78. Out of the maximum is what scale is your school using? 5.0. And what's the minimum scale? Here, final degree, the bachelor certificate, the transcript. Yeah, go ahead to upload both here. After uploading, proceed to field of studies. Check. I did aquaculture and fisheries. So what's the closest related field of study here? Not related to this. Mathematics, physics. I can't see. It should be. I think there's sciences now. I'll pick science, but there's no science, so I'll just pick other. You get. Exchange included during the program. I didn't participated in any exchange. Yeah. Do you already have a declaration of value or CHIMIA? If you have already legalized your document, you can say yes. If no, you get no mandatory, but highly recommended to speed up the assessment. So you can still wait till after admission. But if you have already legalized and you have your DOV, just proceed to click yes. Optional or additional document. If you have any optional document that you would like to add, you can go ahead to upload here. It's here before clicking on save and next. Then here you move on to do you have any professional experience? You click on yes. After that, you get you go ahead to input all this information that is needed about your experience. Then you go ahead and input your CV. After you've done that, you click on save and next to proceed to the next one. But I won't be doing that. Then we moved on to the next one, motivation. So here, can you see that this is actually very related to a Sapienza? Sapienza also use this format. Please describe briefly why you are applying for this program. Maximum of 2 words. This is the most maximum of 250 words maximum. So what's your motivation? I have a video about how to write a motivation letter on my page. If you don't know how to do that, you can check it on my page, and I also offer the paid service if you are interested about it. So go ahead to write your maximum of was on why you are motivated to apply for the program. So how did you hear about them? You can just pick on what anything. This all of this does not have any does not have any effect on what admission. Then when you are done with that, you click on what save and proceed to next. Then let's come to what recommendation letter. So can you say that the recommendation is actually not mandatory? It is only what, and it is just it's an optional field. So if you have, fine. If you doesn't have, it does not have effect on admission. So after that, if you want to add referee, you had click this and you add the referee. Then you can proceed to what the next one, which is the what application fee. And for your application fee, you input all of this detail that is requested from you. And can you see the application fee is just 10 euros? And after that, you click on what pay now to make the payment. After making the application fee, then you click on what come back here and click on what final submission. Then you consent to them to actually process your data. And I am applying on behalf of third party. No, you are not applying. You're applying for yourself, and I declare that I created only one application. So yeah, can you see after you've done that, you click on what save. Then after save, you must have already paid by this time. Then you click on what final submission. So it is so easy as ABC, and I wish you all the best in your application. If you need any help, you can let me know with payment of your application fee. You can always send me email. I'm rooting for you, and I wish you all the best. Yeah, bye bye. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, drop your 2 cents, and subscribe to this channel because you are going to love it here. And don't forget to share it to others as well. Arika is signing out, but don't forget to stay soft, stay glowing, and keep chasing that abroad dream because they are valid. Bye, Fine Girl Nation. Mwah.